Good morning. I'm Doug Constable, Administrator of EPA. I'd like to also introduce John Haney and Steve Jelnick. Steve is the Assistant Administrator for Toxics at EPA. And John is the gentleman who's principally responsible for putting the program together that I'm announcing this morning. We're beginning today a national campaign to help state and local officials prevent the exposure of children to hazardous asbestos-containing materials that are present in some schools. Specifically, we will distribute to each state and to numerous school districts a technical guidance package on how to determine whether school ceilings and walls contain asbestos materials, and if so, what sort of corrective action can be taken. In addition, we are now operating during working hours a toll-free number, and that number is 800-424-9065, 800-424-9065, to answer questions about the school asbestos program and to fill requests for guidance packages. Now, the guidance package that we prepared will assist in the identification of asbestos material that may be hazardous. Identification and sampling of asbestos material is very simple and can be accomplished in a short period of time by anyone following the step-by-step process laid out in this guidance package. It is important that all asbestos-containing materials are identified by these schools, exposure possibilities assessed, and corrective action taken to safeguard children's health. We estimate that perhaps as many as 10,000 of the nation's 90,000 public schools contain asbestos materials, but all schools should be checked. And I wish to caution that not all soft, spongy building materials found in schools contain asbestos. Some may contain fiberglass or cellulose, but this must be determined by laboratory identification. Also, not all asbestos-containing materials may present health hazards. Only those that are flaking from deterioration or damage. We're planning to hold seminars in each of our 10 regional offices. In fact, the first has already been held in Atlanta, and that was held on February 6th, to advise state officials on how to carry out an inspection and control program. Further information and assistance will be provided by an asbestos coordinator designated in each region. The Department of Health, Education, and Welfare is similarly identifying regional coordinators. We're taking these steps to help prevent children from exposure to asbestos that could cause lung cancer, chronic lung disease, or other crippling illnesses during the next 15 to 30 years. Children can breathe in microscopic fibers released by flaking asbestos materials used in insulation, fireproofing, or decoration on the ceilings, walls, and fixtures of some of their schools. These fibers can lodge in their lungs and eventually can cause cancer or other serious ailments. These health effects have been demonstrated in numerous occupational studies. The best scientific opinion is that any exposure to these fibers involves some increase in health risks. The danger to school children depends in large measure on the condition of the asbestos-containing material and the degree of deterioration or flaking. The more fibers being released into the air, the greater the hazard. At present, the extent to which asbestos-containing materials exist in the nation's schools and other buildings is uncertain. These materials were commonly applied to ceilings, walls, and other areas of buildings built between 1946 and 1973. In 1973, EPA issued air pollution control rules that stopped these kinds of uses of asbestos.